Ganda niya. My question is for Bea. What is the most challenging part or scene doon na sobrang nahirapan ka?
Siguro yung first part. Kasi dun sa last part, ramdam na ramdam ko na si Ali eh. So hindi na, parang mahirap siya kasi masakit siya eh. Pero hindi ako nahirapan na makarating doon. Kasi mahal na mahal ko na si Nick, hindi ko, kumbaga, parang hindi ko na siya masyadong ina-effort. But yung first part, yung hinahanap mo, parang fina-fine-tune mo pa kung paano magsalita si Ali, gano'n ba siya kabilis magsalita, ano bang boses niya, ano bang points of view niya, doon ako nahihirapan. Plus the fact na kabang-kaba ako dahil kay Kuya Aga. And siya kasi Paul, hindi pa kami ever nagkatrabaho. So parang hinahanap mo pa yung chemistry ninyo. Doon ako nahirapan sa first part.
Meron ka bang parang pineg dun sa character na parang i-finit mo dun sa role ng sarili mo?
Wala
Wala
naman.
naman.
Hinanap ko lang siya. Siguro, alam mo, kanina tinatanong niya ako kung ako si Ali. Hindi ako si Ali, pero baka may maliit na parte ni Bea na si Ali. Baka minagnify ko lang siya.
Since Bea, you're known na kahit kaninong actor, parang lahat nag-fit ka lagi. Parang meron kang, parang very natural yung mga chemistry mo. From John Lloyd, tapos Piolo, Richard Gomez, ngayon naman si Sir Aga. So, what is the difference now, yung Aga Mulak, yung nakatrabaho mo, compared with your previous na mga nakapartner?
It's hard to compare, no? Kasi syempre, you look at them as actors, hindi naman as celebrities or as friends. When you're working with them, hinahanap mo yung character, hindi naman yung personalidad nila sa totoong buhay, no? But with Kuya Aga kasi dedicated talaga siya eh. So, yun yung pinaka nagustuhan ko sa kanya. At hindi mahirap na ma-inlove dun sa character na kinreate niya because he made it so real and he made me feel so loved while doing the movie, no? So, hindi siya mahirap. Pero, kung sinasabi mo kung bakit siya nag-work, I think it's because falling in love is a feeling and kagaya ng pagiging masaya, na pagiging malungkot, pagiging takot, dapat nararamdaman mo yung bilang artista because all emotions are supposed to be equal. So, dapat kinakareer mo siya same way na kinakareer mo yung dramatic scenes and, you know. So, parte siya ng journey.
After all the blockbuster movies that you did before, do you feel pressured or challenged to surpass yourself?
Hindi eh. Yeah. Especially not with this one because I feel like I'm already a winner after watching the film. Regardless of the output. Regardless of yung box office appeal niya, no? Alam ko, maaaring hindi siya yung normal na love story na papanood niyo na pinagbibidaan ko. Pero, gusto ko ma-experience ng maraming tao to. Mas meron akong ganong urge na ang hirap, gusto ko siyang sabihin sa maraming tao na panoorin ninyo, but I want the people who saw it to own it, to actually promote it, for them to actually tell everybody na, oy, manood kayo because I've had a great experience watching it. Ayoko na nang gagaling sa amin because I truly believe in the beauty of the film.
Since the movie talks about love, so what does the movie reminds you about Gerald and yourself?
Siguro yung yung experience namin noong 2010. Kasi noong 2010, tumatalon lang kami sa pagmamahal. Tsaka na lang yung fear eh. Parang we chose to, actually, hindi nga siya choice eh. Na in love lang kami, hindi namin pinigilan yung sarili namin. Tapos, nagkaroon syempre ng mga consequences, nagkaroon ng limitations, but pagka halimbawa, syempre hindi naman laging perfect, di ba? Pag nagkakaproblema kami, bumabalik ako doon sa naramdaman namin na yun, noong 2010. And yun yung nare-remind ako na ng film na pag first love, parang pure, walang pag-aalinlangan, hindi mo iniisip na sasaktan ka niya. Ganun.
Thank you, Bea. And for DIREK Paul, how about you for Tony and yourself?
How did this film?
Yeah.
Well, I think I think for me the biggest, for me now in my life as a filmmaker, the reason maybe I have matured, from my films before is because of the fact that Tony is now the mother of my child. So there's a new kind of love. There's a new kind of first love that Tony and I are experiencing. This kind of super unconditional love that we have for Sevi. I was telling Tin, and when he was born, and I just had met him, like the first minute, I was like, in my heart, in my life, I was like, I would do anything for this little boy. Parang I've never loved something or someone so much, and I just met Sevi, diba? Parang, so that's the new kind of first love that Tony and I are kind of experiencing now, and I bring that passion, that new kind of love to the films I'm doing now. And with First Love, it was just, for me, full of love and full of passion, because the movie also had its share of just many challenges. It was a very challenging film. I've said this in some previous interviews that it was very mentally challenging for me. Maybe not as physical, but it was mentally challenging just because of just the story, how intricate it was, the characters. How do you put this all together so that everyone can experience something different in cinemas? So with the reaction on the first day, that's why I'm very grateful and I'm very thankful that from the tweets, from the posts on Facebook and Instagram, they're tagging me, and that I'm reading all these experiences. No? So galing, I'm really, really proud of the movie. I stand by it, and no matter what, this is a film I'll never forget.
Thank you, Direk. And for Edward, what is your takeaway on this movie, since you haven't feel yet or experienced first love? How are you going to apply it on your personal life?
Yeah, that's a hard question to answer. I mean, I guess one of the things I should take away from it, and I think people my age should take away from it, is that you have to be brave sometimes. You have to really be willing to take that chance, because everyone's scared of, like, one of my favorite actors, Liam Neeson, he said, love everyone says love is painful, and he disagrees. He says, no, rejection is painful, being forgotten is painful, getting hurt, that's painful, but love is the only thing that makes it not hurt. It makes it worth going through all of that. And that's something that you have to, I guess. I mean, I'm just taking this from people. I'm 18, so I haven't experienced it at the level that these two have as well. But it's just you have to be brave, and that's that's a part of the movie that Carpe Diem, sees the day, YOLO, I guess, if you want. You have to learn to take a chance sometimes, and that's not just in love life. That's something they have to take in life in general. If you want to achieve something, you really have to go for it. You can't have a 50%, 50% effort. You have to put in everything you have, because even if you achieve, but you only put in 50% effort, it's not going to be worth it. It's going to be parang bitin. You don't want that. You don't want that. So when you achieve something, you want to have everything. So be brave. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, and congrats.
Thank you. Edward, ilang taon ka na ulit?
18 pa.
18. 18 ka pala, ang dami mo ng ganyang no? Parang nung 18 ako, hindi ako ganyan. Diba? Ito naman, I'm sure nung 18 to, medyo marami na itong sinasabi. Kate Adahar from Random
May first love na siya nung
18.
Congratulations. It was featured in the film, The Dream Jobs of Nick and Annie. I'm just curious for the three of you, what are your other dream jobs if you're not doing what you're doing right now?
For me, it'd be an author. I've always wanted to be an author. Until now, I still want to be an author. Now, I see, especially because I live in the world of social media now, that, it's all about the cell phones. It's all about the Wi-Fi and the internet. And I guess times change. I always wanted to be like, write a book. I didn't want to like an electronic book. I wanted like the actual with pages and everything. So now I see it's not the trend anymore. It's not what people use, or even schools using computers now. So one thing I've adjusted it a little bit. My dream now is to be a script writer. So every time I see scripts, I sort of think like, if that was me writing it, and this was my story, what would I do? So that's my dream.
Thank you.
I still want to pursue that.
Maybe you can write for one of my films.
Yes.
then
Why
they-
not?
Any chance I can get to be part of this production again, I'm gonna take it.
Well, so yeah, for me, I've been very vocal about this. My dream, if I wasn't a filmmaker, was to be a professional golfer. Parang ganun na. Ever since I grew up, that was my bonding with my lolo. No? We played golf, and up to today I play golf. But I always wanted to be like Tiger Woods, you know. Parang ganun, no? So, yun. If I wasn't filmmaking, sana I would have been a professional golfer.
Ako baker or pastry chef. So, nung 1 month leave ko, nag-aral ako ng baking. So, medyo, kahit na paano, on the side na achieve ko naman siya.
Any plans of having a baking business?
Baka, hindi ko alam. Pag may time na siguro.
Sa bahay.
Sa bahay.
May ano pa ng pinaka-specialty mo?
Ang hirap kasi baka sabihin niya parang ang baduy.
Ano yung favorite mo lang?
Chocolate cake. Favorite ni Gerald ng chocolate cake.
Thank you. And ano, for Gerald.
Yes.
Can you take us briefly to what it's like having a scene with Aga? Because most of your scenes were with him.
Yeah, at the beginning, you really, your mind plays tricks on you when you do scary stuff or things that you, oh my gosh, what if he's like suplado? You don't know how it's gonna be until you're on set. And from the very first moment I met him was 7 Sundays, and I met him on set, and I met him again at the premiere. And the first time I even said a word to him, other than hello, was at the premiere night of 7 Sundays. I just wanted to shake my hand because my mom's also a fan of Adam. So I just wanted to shake his hand, and I was really scared about going on set. But like my mind, he has that sixth sense as well. I think, like where he knows what you're feeling and what you're thinking. And he came up to me and he said, "If you want to touch me, touch me." In the scene, whatever you feel you want to do it. Don't be afraid, like if you feel it's what your character would do. Don't worry about me. I'm also nervous. He also said it to me on set, and that really surprised me because, of course, he's so experienced in this craft. So to take you through it, he's one of those people that teaches you without teaching you. There was a point where he just, I don't know, pwede siya maging director actually. For me personally, he has that calming presence. And I said before, I don't think I got really comfortable and relaxed on set because of, my skills or my the workshops or anything like that. It's really because of the atmosphere of the set. And it had to do with DIREK Paul as well. Just there's no stress on set, but I really give 100% credit to Kuya Aga because he really took me through it, and he always showed me how to do it rather than telling me how to do it. So he showed me what he was doing. It's weird. I don't really know how to tell you guys. It's the way he reads the script, the way he just holds himself, the way he talks to you. I don't know. He has a weird way of making a connection with you after about. I'm sure many of you, after hearing his answers at the media launch and seeing him on screen, you feel some sort of connection to him as well. You feel like you can walk up to him, and there's no fear, and he has that weird power of doing that. So, going through the scene, it was each scene, regardless of what it was real, I guess. So, yeah, he made it very real for me.
Thank you. And last, Direk, a quick reaction to what Aga said, that you're the great, director.
I know, wow, no? I mean, coming from one of the, if not the greatest actor of Philippine cinema history, I think for me, how I just took it was, he enjoyed the process, he enjoyed the character of Nick, and I really developed, honestly, a special, I would like to say, we call each other brother, and so parang it's still kind of surreal, no? But so parang we had this kind of like brother kind of thing, bro, and it became very parang like I've known him for so long, he made it feel so real. What Edward was saying, he just exactly again what Edward said. He said it best. He teaches you without teaching, and I learned so much. I said in one of my posts that I'm a better person because of working with him, not just a better filmmaker. No, because what he brings to the set is just experience, and you know he's worked with the greatest directors in this Philippine cinema, the greatest actors. So you know, but when he speaks, there's a lot of wisdom behind it, whether he knows it or not. So for him to say that, you know, very humbled, very blessed that someone like an Aga Mulak would compliment me. So you know, thank you, my brother. You know, Aga, thank you so much for saying that, for believing in me and trusting me, because he was one of those people that when there was a lot of people, you know, saying these things about, you know, of course you know a lot of my films, you know, in terms of box office, it's okay, you know, it's nothing really, not like the hits maybe of some other filmmakers here, but I stick to my story, I follow my heart, and I think Aga saw that. That's why he chose to also believe in me, and you know, it just takes one person to believe in you, and your dreams can happen. So Aga, thank you so much, brother, friend, and I love you, man. We have a bromance, but I'm actually, bromance. No?
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you so much, Kate.